Before I explain you what the details about this morning, there is a video that I want to share with you. So we'll continue talking in a minute or two.
Cruise lines, to stay ahead of the game, really need to focus on innovation.
There has to be a combination of innovation and then this culture of flawless execution that we think we have better than anybody else. By definition, a visionary is someone who can see things before anybody else does. Knut Kloster was the founder of Norwegian Cruise Line and the pioneer of the modern cruise industry.
We brought a ship over from Norway, which was called a Sunway.
He hooked up with Ted Erickson at the time, who was looking to start cruising out of Miami. And they were able to operate the first passenger cruises out of the state of Florida back in 1966. It started small, one ship, then two ships, then three ships, originally just going to the Bahamas and later extending to Jamaica and other Caribbean islands.
We saw the practicality of being so close to so many different countries in the Caribbean, and the sun and sea aspect of vacationing and cruising, they all come together.
Private islands are a huge innovation, and Great Stirrup Cay leading the way was a big deal in the cruise industry.
Where the first few years, we actually had a beach landing. And now, of course, it's a luxury experience.
I was really excited when Norwegian Cruise Line invited me to come along and experience their new freestyle cruising.
Back in the late 90s, we said, what if we can completely reimagine the cruise experience, where we give guests multiple times to dine, and not in a set time. It was such a success. And as we started developing new ships afterwards, that really allowed us to expand on this concept even further, where on some of these vessels we have 20, 25 different dining options for dinner, which is absolutely mind-blowing.
Yes, you can take pictures, you can take videos, not a problem. I will have you wait over here for a second. I'm gonna go get the chef, okay? I'll be back in a second.
Они тут бегают вообще кругом. И там, и здесь чего-то. Какие-то аппараты. И тут видишь, что... Давайте. Интересно, что... Вот тут тоже чего-то делают. Варежка там выехали, это все. Вот такая машина, кофе. Morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, morning.
Paper ribbons.
Мне побежал супчик. Yung tutubig ba yung positive? Yung reddish ko. Oh, look at that. The wine so.
Good morning again. I am Alan Bertusio from Philippines. I'm the executive sous chef, fully in charge with the Versailles and the Aqua restaurant. Okay? This is the biggest galley with the entire Norwegian star because it's cater about 1,000 to 800 passengers daily, every day. Okay? So, what I did, we have to separate my galley into two. We divide into two. One from Aqua, this is my Aqua galley, and the other side is Versailles. Because if I have one galley and the 1,800 people, imagine how many waiters will come in my galley and then, I don't know, this is food, we cannot pass it back. So I have to split. But the same set of food what we have here in Aqua, is the same set of food on the other side also. So we need to split. The only reason because the crowd, we have to split the crowd. Okay? At your back, this is the bar. This is the bar for the Aqua. If you dine Aqua, so you have a special place for the bar. Only this one. Because in the other side also for the Versailles, I have one with bar also. Okay? Follow me. I have the ANCL uniform or galley uniform program. As you can see, especially in the buffet, somebody questioned it, why are these people wearing different color of the scarf, right? Now, each color of the scarf was a different position. All the blue scarf is all assistant. Assistant cook, assistant baker, assistant chief pastry, assistant butcher. Okay? Red scarf is the more than responsibility with this assistant cook. Because this cook is the next, this one, the, what do you call this one? Is we call it like right hand of my station head, the white scarf. Okay? Because the white scarf is my station head. For example, Garden Cafe, we have two station head there, the white scarf, as you can see in the buffet. Now, in case of any issue on that particular site or particular stations, I have to go to one person only. One person only. I goes with this guy. I will call in the office and then I will talk what happened, what's going on. We have to resolve the problem right away. Okay? From the black scarf is for us, executive chef and executive sous chef. Okay? The only reason, if you saw somebody walking around the ship with wearing white scarf, that is one black scarf and white apron, that's my boss. That's my executive chef. We report him every day in the daily basis. This is the uniform program for us. And this one, most of it, you can see these people in work in teppanyaki. And if you are in the buffet, you saw this guy. You making omelette there? The one who make omelette? This upstairs. Okay? Alright, forward. I have my small portion of my galley here. It's a small portion, but a very, very dangerous portion. Because you know what? All the soup in the buffet, Ocean, VIP, in main galley, it came from one location only. This location. This location. And I have only two people working on this one. Huh? And we make 100 gallons of soup every lunch and dinner also. And we make it from the scratch. 100 of gallons for the entire ship. 100 gallons, more than 100 gallons of lunch, dinner also. Thank you. Thank you. We do it from the scratch. Okay? We cutting vegetables, we cut vegetables, we roast beef, we roast bones, pork and chicken, and we make stock. And from the stock, we make the soup for you. Different soup. Okay? But I have only 2 guys only working. 2 people.
Very challenging.
This is my versatile galley. Okay? The war zone galley, as I can say, because this galley is it's operated breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This one. Breakfast time will accommodate about 700 passengers inside. And I have only 5 people working on this one. They start at 1 o'clock in the morning. We do preparing, cutting vegetable, cooking to French toast, something, pancake, and then service time. But, do you think that 5 people is accommodate the service for this 700 people? I don't think so. It's a lot. So, before service time open, I call somebody for rescue. So at least I have 15 people work at that line. 15 people. Because the service what we have right now here in the main dining room is like a la minute. Meaning, if I got your ticket and the waiter comes to us to bring your ticket for us, that's the time we make your food. We don't do it in advance. Because if you do it in advance, like 30 minutes standing here, your food, the food will get dry, the textures will be different, and unfortunately the taste as well. So as much as possible, we do it on the spot. Every time you give the ticket, that's the time we make your food. And when the food is done, waiter will take this one out, bring it in your restaurant. Bring it in your restaurant. For everybody people, we use eggs about 4,000 to 5,000 eggs every day. It's a lot of chicken. I don't know where it came from. Okay. Only here in main dining. Only here in main dining room. So, MDR meaning is main dining room. Main dining room. Okay. As you can see, there's a line pictures here. Every service line, we make a line picture. This is for breakfast. One for the restaurant, and one for our side galley also. This is our reference. Because when your order is done, if we make sure that what's in the picture, it goes to the plate. Whatever happens, what's in the picture, it goes to the plate, and this plate goes to your table straight. We make sure that everything in one page for the dining and for our side. Okay. At the back side, all of this menu and the specification of the dish is written by here. Okay, from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The first you came on board in Buenos Aires, when you take your dinner here in the Versailles or Aqua, this is dinner number 1. This is the first day you came. See? And until dinner 14, it's a different menu every day. Every day. Different menu until you finish your cruise, until 14 days to finish. It's written there, appetizer, dessert, soup, everything is here. Question? It's a lot of dish to prepare.
only two main galleries. We have Christian restaurants, kind of outlier restaurants,
The whole pantry galley, we make all the sandwiches, dressing, cheese platter, fruit carving, salads in this side. Your questions are, how about the garden cafe? All the dressing from garden, in garden cafe, sandwiches, and some of the condiments of the salad came in one location. We make here and then bring it to the group. But I have 3 clean elevators for the food transportation. This is clean. It's exclusive for the food transportation. So we produce here, we put plastic, we make sure the label and temperature is done, and then we travel by trolley, clean trolleys going upstairs. Yes. And we make sure with my team was a fully knowledge about this culinary program. Because, for example, in Philippines, from our side, you cannot go on board the ship without this issuance of the certificate issued by the Philippine government about this culinary. So these people are fully knowledge about culinary training, and we make sure that we train them. I, by myself, we train them in a daily basis. The first day he came on board, I will train them in the daily basis. Our training is a daily basis until they finish his contract. Okay. For example, in the morning or around 8:30 in the morning, I gather everything. When I gather everything, I have to discuss the menu and the recipes what we have. So at least anyone will ask, or somebody will ask them, they know everything, what they're serving. Okay. And then we make sure we've done this one by heart, because I tell them, do it by heart, because my simple principle, if I do something else, if I cook something by my heart, you have a good result. Okay, it's a simple thing, but you know, it's very, very helpful. That's what I'm telling them also. Yes. And then, any questions for this? So, Palper, where's the food, way, something? Replenishment. We do it replenishment right away because we don't produce much one time. We do it batch per batch. For example, we have like this roasted chicken, for example. We start around 10 pieces of roasted chicken. So if that's getting half, and I have to communicate also with the dining supervisor how much gas we have on board there. Let me know. Chef, I have 500 gas already. Okay. So that's one. The second batch, the third batch will be followed. So that's what we replenish it.
I'm talking more about how you're replenishing the boat in general. So is there like distributors all along the way that are feeding the boat? Because you can't be keeping all this raw materials here for the entire thing.
Okay. The production, you need to say the provisioning.
Provisioning, yeah.
Provisioning, okay. We do the provision in Buenos Aires at the time we came on board. During embarkation day, that's our provision. We take all the stuff from them.
14 days.
For 14 days, especially frozen items. But the thing is very tricky, because the thing is we have to take good care of this fresh produce like lettuce. Lettuce is take about 4 days, 5 days, it's kaput already. I mean, it's done. It depends. If we get the US from US base, if we get that product what we have, it's very, very nice and sexy because it's take about 10 days, 14 days, the lettuce. But what we have challenging right now, in this cruise, we get the not the right quality like we expect from US. Okay? But the thing is, as much as possible, we make the good quality of the product. Now, the question is, how about 14 days cruise? It's too long. Okay? What we did, we call it top up. Top up.
Top up.
For example, the first day until 4 days, we know already, the first day he came, this letter, we know already that this is for 4 days and then this will be gone. So what we have to do, for the next port, we have to order of this particular lettuce again for the rest of the cruise. We make it like that because we cannot afford. Sometimes it will spoil downstairs, especially leafy vegetables. It's a very, very dangerous. Frozen item, it's okay. You can put frozen from it's a lot of freezer there.
So it's just when you cork, you're getting cork?
Yes.
Working with grill, looking at it.
Actually, Ushuaia.
It seems like it exists for the cruise lines.
Yes, chef.
Yeah, so when you put in fire,
It depends because the first thing you can
slowly ripen.
So it's okay.
Oh, one more.
One more, yes. Watch your step over here, please.
Okay. Oh.
Still there? There's a group there still? No. Oh.
Oh, he's in.
What?
What's that, David?
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, you're welcome to come up.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
All right, don't be shy. Step in a little closer. This is the provision master, and he's the one who's gonna show you around. Hello. Hi.
My name is Rohan. I'm provision master over here. So basically, my job is to order everything, all the food, beverage, everything what comes on board. I'm in charge of it. I am the one to order it, store it, take care of it. So I will take you around now. Provision is on deck 3 and deck 4. You're right now on deck 4. We have around 15 to 20 freezers and chillers where we keep all our stuff. So I'll take you around and explain some things of the operation. So this is our dairy room. This is our dairy room where we keep all our milk, yogurt, breads, everything. You can go inside, you can take pictures, no problem.
Oh, it's nice and cold.
It is cold. Oh, yogurt.
So this is our dairy room where we keep all our yogurt, bread, milk, everything is here. Right now you see this is a little bit empty because we're gonna expect tomorrow. We're gonna do loading tomorrow of vegetables and dairy. So we are preparing for that.
So that'll happen in
Ushuaia. Basically the ordering process is, for me, I have to do orders 4 months in advance, 3 to 4 months in advance. That is for frozen and dry products and beverage. So right now as we speak, I'm doing orders for June and July. So I have a system in the computer where I have to forecast everything. I have to know the consumption of each item. Like for example, the eggs, like 400 to 450 dozens of egg goes every day. For tomatoes, it's like 400 pounds of tomatoes every day. Milk is like 350 liters every day. So it is like that. So I have to know the consumption of each item to at least order, not precise, but at least approximate figure what we will need after 4 months. So that is how it goes. And for the dairy and produce, we do it in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Montevideo, and Ushuaia. We do in 14 days run. We do loading of these items 3 times. So that is in Buenos Aires and Montevideo start of the cruise, and in the middle of the cruise we do it tomorrow in Ushuaia. That is every cruise it is like that for this season.
This was a guaranteed stop.
Yeah, everything guaranteed. Sometime of course it depends on the weather. Weather is not really helpful here, you know. So sometimes things doesn't come, but we try to manage things. Yeah, so all good from that side. Yeah, sure.
So yesterday we didn't make port.
Stop
so I'd
it.
imagine more people ate here on this boat than would have gone outside.
How it works is, for us, like for 14 days, especially with the vegetables and dairy and everything, we don't order exactly for 14 days. We have to keep at least 2 to 3 days backup, just in case we don't reach one of the ports. We have to cancel the port, so we need stuff on board. So for this 14-day cruise, I keep stuff at least 2 to 3 days backup, extra stuff, just to cover for these situations. So that is how it works. That is for all this, everything. So I'll take you to the frozen box now. We'll go to fish freezer where we keep all our frozen fish. It is a little bit minus 18 degrees Celsius.
Oi, huwag na water.
All the vendors are from US. Same thing, that is all contracted. All the suppliers from USA and everything, all the frozen food and dry come from USA via container. There you go.
This is fish. It says egg over there. Oh, frying oil.
So this is what you see. This is the oil, cooking oil we use every day. That is the eggs. We're gonna receive more tomorrow. And this is a freezer room. So this is a fish freezer where we keep all our frozen fish. That is a little bit colder than the previous room. This is minus 18 degrees Celsius. It is full, but by the time we reach Buenos Aires, it will be empty.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You can go inside.
Now,
You can-
you don't exhaust all
really
these
cold
for
here.
14 days, right?
Yeah.
You do not.
Oh no,
We
I'm
have
going
some
out.
backup. We keep. So what we do, the old stuff, what we keep all in the front.
This is really
We have a
cold,
stickers called first in, first out. So that is what we do. So when somebody enters in the room, they know which one is the
smells
old
fish
stuff.
over there.
So we
So
take
you
it back.
rotate.
We rotate.
You rotate.
Just because all the items have expiry date. So we need to rotate them.
Mais les œufs, c'est-tu liquide ou à douzaine, là? Tu sais qu'il faut qu'ils cassent.
Ben, ça dépend des...
Ah oui. Et les deux?
Get the oil. Look. Enough. Wow. It's too cold inside.
A little bit, huh?
Yeah. Oh, we're going. Oh, meat. Meat.
Here is our butcher shop where butcher cuts all his meat, everything, all the meat products. I will call him, he will explain his operation for you, sir. Butcher! Come on.
Hey, butcher, come out.
Okay, just be careful. He's using knives and bandsaw machine, so just stay away. Just be careful. You can go inside. He will explain some of his operation.
Oh, wow.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Wow.
Morning. Welcome to Butcher Shop. I am your chief butcher on board. I have two partners, but in the coffee break for 15 minutes. We prepare all the meats here. That is just all the meats we prepare here, we cut here for the consumption of the guests and the crew. We have 3 locations of butcher shop. Like the other side is the poultry, where we prepare all the poultry products like chicken, duck, and turkey. And the other side is the seafood fish room. We prepare all the seafood.
Yes.
All the meats coming is frozen. That's why we have the frosting unit. That is what we call the tina machine. We defrost it overnight, and then in the morning we cut it for the consumption. And this is my bandsaw machine. I cut the frozen meat here with bone. It's very dangerous. That's why every time I'm using this one, I close the door. So sometimes if they open, I distracted, and yeah, that's the reason why I close the door. Any question, ma'am? Sir?
How much meat you using like every day?
Every day, so we use like 200 pounds of beef, pork, and also the chicken is plenty, like 1,000 pounds.
That's a lot,
Yes. And we that's for the consumption of all on board.
Is this for all the galleys, or does each galley have their own butcher processing?
No, this is the for everybody, all over the ship. Yes. This is only one location.
Are you the only one here?
We are 3 here, but the 2 guys is in the coffee break.
Oh, okay.
For 15 minutes, maybe they will come. And in the poultry, we have to butcher in the fish room alone. Because fish is a little bit less work.
And you're working like 8-hour shift or?
We are working here for 10 hours.
10 hours?
Yes.
Okay.
That's divided into 4 breaks.
A lot, yeah, okay.
What time do you start?
We start 8 o'clock in the morning and then until 1 o'clock. And then 5 in the evening until 10 o'clock onwards. It depends on the preparation. If it's plenty, we do overtime.
Wow.
And that's for 8 months. My start, sir?
No, thank you.
Everything is so clean.
Yes.
It is clean, yeah.
And we sanitize everything. Before and after work, we sanitize with 100 ppm in the red bucket. So the bacteria will...
You're cutting the same meat on the same machine, like pork, beef, the same machine?
Yes, meat and beef, pork and beef. And the poultry is there. That's the reason why we have 3 locations to avoid cross-contamination. And we are using also different colors of the chopping board, so to avoid cross-contamination.
So you know which one it is.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
So please come and follow me this way.
Которые вперед рвутся, ну ничего. Так я их спину буду снимать. Чего?
Зачем нам их спины?
Так, что у меня там 56% осталось.
All right, we're going to stop here for a
Всё есть.
second.
Здесь какое-то что-то такое.
All right, so here we are on deck number 4 in the back of the ship. And although this is deck number 4, we don't call it deck number 4. We call it something else. Do you have any idea what we call that by? Nope.
Beyond water or something?
No, we are not below water yet. We will be eventually.
Okay.
But we call it I-95. So that is a reference to Interstate 95, that it's on the East Coast and it crosses a few countries, right? So that is the reason why. Because with this deck, you can go all the way from back of the ship where we are, all the way forward without having to take any detours. So we connect aft to forward in one single deck. Now, as we step onto I-95, videos and photos are no longer allowed. I kindly ask you to please respect that. We have security here with us, and they will ask you to delete those pictures if they catch you, okay?
Так, спускаемся на уровень, который ниже уровня океана, ну под водой чуть-чуть.
Hey, we're here.
Сейчас под водой. Фактически. Лондри.
Come on in.
Лондри лум.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
All right, that is our laundry master, and he's the one that's going to show you around. Okay. All right, that's the whole group.
Only 8?
Yeah. Good.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, thank you for choosing Norwegian Cruise Line, okay, for your cruise vacation. Welcome to Norwegian Star Main Laundry. My name is Jody Gabriel, your laundry master all the way from the Philippines. Okay, laundry operation is 24 hours, 7 days a week, non-stop, in order to provide the needs of guests and crew and laundry service. We are a total of 16, divided into 2 shifts, 9 in the day with me, 1 laundry master, and 7 in the night with 1 laundry supervisor. Okay, a friendly reminder, please try not to touch any of our machine because most of them are hot. Okay, here's my friend Marvin, will explain to you, show you how this pressing machine works. We have different types of pressing machine, and come closer.
Good morning, guys. Come over here, welcome. I'm gonna show you some of our equipment that we use here in the main laundry. So here we have the form finisher. We have 2 of them. This is what we use to press our jackets, coats, some shirts, gowns, and long gowns. This is powered by steam. So it takes around 20 seconds to finish 1 jacket, and we have 1 more machine here, specially designed to press the pants, like this. We use it to press our denim, our slacks, and cargo pants. So it takes around 10 seconds to finish 1 pant. All of the machine here that you can see on this area is powered by steam, and this whole area is what we call the hot head area. I'm going to turn you over to the laundry master.
These are your chaps, pants and shirts, or is it whatever? Even crew members or
All of them.
passengers?
Yes, passengers, the whole staff, officers and crew.
Okay.
Yeah.
But different temperature for different materials, or like denim pants that
Yeah. We have.
Okay, the machine over here. So the hot plate pressing machine. Almost the same the other one with the blue cover. That is the steam pressing machine. Hot plate pressing machine. We use that pressing machine for dry clothes. We use this pressing machine for wet clothes, just like this. Wet, right? So it's very, very hot. Enough to dry these clothes in like 5 seconds. It has additional steam at the bottom. Just 5, 4. Who's been in spa? Nobody? Yeah. Laundry people don't need to go to spa. We have a lot of steam bath.
Yes.
Very nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's dry. Right? Dry, wet. And it can finish like less than 1 minute. I can finish this. Okay? Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Enjoy the rest of your tour.
Okay.
Thanks.
Over here, please. Okay, here's my friend Jomar. We'll explain to you how this machine works. Very, very important.
Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Main Laundry. This we call tagging machine. It is small but it's so very important here in our operations. So like for example, you want to wash your clothes here in Main Laundry, so we need your cabin number. So when we wash it together, so after that, when we segregate it, we see the cabin number, and then we will not mix to the other cabin your clothes. So like for example, I put the cabin number 4663. Then I put, like for example, this is your item. So we put each item tag. This is how very important to us. So 4663, and then after that we segregated and finished. Thank you so much, ma'am, sir. This is very important to us. Thank you so much. That's it. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
125 kilograms. Yes, now all items has their own program, of course. Like 1 for towel, 2 for linen, and so on. And we have special washing machine over here. Says medical. Also, towel linen goes from medical. We want it separately. Don't mix it. Okay, and we have drying machine, main drying machine. I have 8 of them. Capacity is 15 kilograms. It takes 25 minutes and so on to dry those towels. Right, come on, right? Like washing up, like minimum of 45 minutes.
41 minutes.
And I have scale here before we load all this. What is it now?
Drying how long?
Drying minimum of 15 minutes. It depends how plenty you want to dry. But minimum like 45 minutes. Okay, our main pressing machine called mangler or flatworks ironer. So you can see those linen must be wet before we press in order to get the best result. Okay, unfortunately this mangler machine is under repair right now, and I believe they will finish it this whole day. But I will explain to you how this machine works. I need 2 laundry person to spread those linen, both left and right. Then they will feed it. This linen will go inside, all the way at the back, dry, folded, ready to use. But we have spare on the other side, but that spare machine must be all manually feed and manually folded. And let's go over there, okay? Here. Liquid detergent from Ecolab. Before Swisser, then Ecolab, Swisser, I don't know what happened. But now, Ecolab right now. Okay, as I've said, the spare mangler, but this one is smaller than the other one because that one is, as I've said, automatic, all be folded, and this one manually. And we can use this also for napkins, and it can managed by 4 laundry person combined like that. Used also to press pillowcases and some tablecloths. Okay, and the last machine over here called towel folding machine. Full towel we used to fold to this machine. Okay, if you want to take video picture, you can start now, and I will show you how this works.
Sorry.
Okay. I only have 6 pieces for sample. Fold. The final fold is at the bottom. And I have 3 pieces pressed up and it will go out there. You can see later.
much.
for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Around.
All right, you want to continue with me this way, please?
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Have a nice day. One bag or something.
Alright, so that was the main laundry. When it comes to the other laundries, like for us crew members, there are different scenarios. So if it's my uniform, I can drop it off in here tonight, for example, and I'll pick it up the next day. No, it comes at no extra charge, right? It'll be done for me, and I can pick it up. If I have a housekeeper, if I have a cabin steward, then they can pick it up for me and drop it and leave it over there in my cabin. That would be the case if I were an officer or a manager. I would have a cabin steward. Me, myself, mortal, I have to do it myself. So, there's another situation which is when it comes to my personal clothing. That I have two options. Option number one is I do it myself. So on my free time, I will go to one of the designated laundry rooms that we have here on board. We have 3, aft, mid, and forward. They are located on deck number 3. It's basically just a room with the washers and dryers. I will go there and I will use this space during my free time. And not to sound like a spoiled brat or anything like that, because I'm not. I do know how to do laundry. It's just that when you work on board, go ahead. You don't have time for that. Time is of essence. I'd rather be sleeping. I'd rather, I mean, obviously not going to the gym, but going up ashore, having fun, etc. But so what some people do is they will pay another crew member to do their laundry for them. So they would normally come here with a bag full of dirty laundry and be like, listen, I'll give you this amount of money if you get this done and drop it off in my cabin later. Very, very common. It happens more often than not. Personally, I don't like people washing my dirty underwear, so I do it myself. But yes, it's a possibility. Now, whenever I embark for a new contract, the first thing that I do is to find somebody from housekeeping to get my cabin done. It's the same situation. You are under contract, obligated to keep your cabin neat at all times. But then again, we don't have time for that. You're either working or resting or going ashore. I don't have time to clean my own cabin, it's true. So in that case, I hire somebody to do that for me. So twice a week, they will go clean my cabin, change the linen, blah, 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 toiletries. So I pay them an X amount of money. That is not something that is official, but it's something that happens very so often on board of cruise ships. Not just this line, all the other cruise lines that I have ever worked for, it's always been the same situation. So what that means is that chances are that your cabin steward might be my cabin steward as well. So it's a little bit of a side hustle that some crew members have here on board. Something that I also forgot to mention, we have a crew barber shop here as well. We don't have a one person that comes here just to cut hair or just to be a barber for crew members. It's another side hustle. You do your actual job during the day, whatever, and then on your free time, you can use the barber shop and then you charge whatever you want to charge. So that is possible. I'm long overdue, by the way, that reminds me. Any questions?
I see mainly men are here. Are there female workers working in the laundry, in the kitchen? I mean, I saw a few people.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing lots of females here in the laundry, but in housekeeping, kitchen, in all of the other areas, yes. Anything else?
You have your own cabin? Or
So,
there's two, or...
Great question. So, when it comes to cabin configurations, there are different cabins depending on your position. If you're a manager or an officer, you have a single cabin. So you're the only one existing in that place. If you're a staff member, you are going to share with another staff member of the same gender, of the same department. So me, I share with another gentleman of that works in the shore excursions office as well. If you're a crew member, so galley, laundry, housekeeping, bar, restaurant, you're gonna share with 3 other crew members of the same gender, of the same department. So then it's a cabin for 4 people, okay? Just a moment, please. Mona speaking, go ahead, please. So that's the situation. Now, there is a situation where if you are married, then you can have a cabin for the married couple, right? But you have to be legally, officially married. There has to be a paper, a certificate saying that you are married. Because otherwise you're going to be swapping cabins way too many times for the contract, and it's going to be an inconvenience for a lot of people. And that is valid for same-sex couples as well, okay? But you have to be married. Anything else? No? Okay, so
What below is Tuesday?
there is, we have storage areas, we have machines, so dock number 2, yes.
And where you guys, which level are you guys, your cabins on?
On 2, 3, 4, 6, 11, it depends, yes. But we have a crew cabins all over the ship. All right, so we're gonna go inside. We're gonna go to the 7. We'll continue. Right, I can start directly at that department. Okay. But there is one case that it doesn't work, which is concessionaires. For example, shopping. Shopping does not belong to NCL. So it's another company that works on board of NCL ships. So they cannot cross-train anywhere because they are a different company, right? So they would have to apply to NCL, and then if they get accepted, perfect, not a problem. It means that they will disconnect from their company right now, and then they're going to become a new NCL employee starting from 0. Okay? And then the spa is another concessionaire. They cannot cross-train. Okay? And obviously it depends on the NCL's necessity, right? So if they really need somebody for that department, it's going to be very easy. But if they already have way too many crew members for that position, it's going to be a little more difficult, yes. But then again, they're constantly opening up new ships, and there are also crew members who leave the company or go to a different, whatever they do. So there's a lot of movement there, yeah.
And for your new contract, you can ask for another boat too, or?
You can request a ship, yes. You have to be with the company for at least 1 year, and then you can request a specific ship, which is common. Sometimes we want to go to a very specific area of the world, and we can request. It's never guaranteed. Most of the time, they try to accommodate, yes. Anything else?
Your contract, okay, go ahead.
The 3 laundry areas that you mentioned, is that just for crew, or can you
just
there's
for
no
crew.
laundry facilities for passengers?
No. You wouldn't be able to go down and do your laundry, no. You'd have to fill out the form, pay that fee over there, yes.
Your contract is like 3 and 3 months?
No, mine is 4 and 2. So 4 months on, 2 months off. And then I can ask for an extension, meaning 5 or 6 months. And then I can also ask for a specific vacation time, meaning less or more. Okay, but everything has to be done in advance. Okay.
In order to be employed, for example, you have to be a citizen of certain country, you need the legal status?
No, although it is an American company, we work under a contract. So it is whatever it's said on that contract.
So they don't care?
There are no restrictions as far as I'm aware when it comes to nationalities. What do happen is that sometimes that specific country will have a requirement that the company will have to meet in order for them to release their citizens to work for that company. For example, if NCL wants to cruise Brazilian waters, 25% of the vessel needs to be of Brazilian nationality. But let me also explain something. We are going to go to Brazil, yes, but in passing. We're not doing a Brazilian season. So that means that for this specific case, because we're passing, then it does not fit in that category. But MSC, for example, it's an Italian company, they do Brazilian season very often. So 25% of the population of that vessel has to be Brazilian. So there are lots of things concerning different companies, concerning different nationalities, and so the requirements may change a lot depending on that.
Everybody has to speak English.
The official language is English. The level of proficiency varies according to the position that you hold. If you have a lot of contact with the guests, then that means that you have to be fluent. If you're working in the laundry, intermediate English is enough. But everybody has to have a level of English, the basics, because all of the information, emergency information is provided in English. You have to be able to respond to those alarms if it comes to that. And then again, as a plus, if I work at the, for example, even where I work, which is a short desk or guest service, the more languages you speak, the better it is. It could be also a requirement. It is actually. You have to speak at least 2 languages fluently and then have a third or fourth. Because you're going to be seeing people very often and from different parts of the world, and not everybody speaks English. Right? Any other questions?
I'm very pleased. Everybody is so nice and courteous.
That's good. We're happy to hear that. That's exactly what we expect. All right, allow me a moment. Let me call the theater manager to see if they are available. They should be. Right. So we're just waiting for theater, and they're gonna pick us up in a second. Once we are in the dressing room, they will no longer allow photos or videos, okay? So enjoy for now. Since we have like a minute or 2 before they arrive, there are 2 questions that guests always ask me. Question number, well, the same question actually. And the question is there a morgue or is there a prison on board? And the answer is yes. There is a morgue where we keep dead bodies, yes. So, how do I put this delicately? Well, I'm not allowed to disclose the area, but if you think hard, it's not that difficult to figure it out. It holds 2 bodies. I can't remember when it was used the last, so that tells me that it was used a long time ago, so that's good. And then, prison, yes. As a guest, you can do basically anything that you want. The thing is, you have to think about this cruise ship as a very small town, right? So people are bound to get into trouble every once in a while, especially when you mix alcohol in that. So we will sometimes have unruly guests. If that happens, normally we manage to solve everything with a simple conversation, and then we move forward with our lives. We do have sometimes other cases where we have to get authorities involved, and so the guest will be reported to authorities the next port. There is not a one specific location in terms of a prison. It just means that the guest will then be confined to their stateroom, and security will be posted there 24/7. Okay. You have to also understand that there are certain things that are simply just not allowed. Drugs. We go to international waters. If you're going to go to international waters and the guest has drugs in their cabin, this is smuggling. And it's an extremely serious offense. You are going to be reported to authorities. Okay? Any questions with that is concerned?
Medical clinic. If somebody falls sick and they need like an IV or something, you have a clinic that they are like more like a hospitalized for a few days or something like that. Okay.
We managed to take care of most of our accidents. If it gets too serious, if we need blood, we still have blood here on board. We can also have, we make announcements asking for donors, but if it escalates, then we have to make a medical disembarkation, and that is an urgent, yes. We may deviate, we may winch from a helicopter. It depends on what the situation is, okay?
There's no surgery on the boat.
No surgeries on board, yes. All right, well, we're gonna change the tone a little bit. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Hope. It's just gonna show you around. Once again, pictures and videos will no longer be accepted once we are in the backstage, okay?
Yeah, in the theater, totally fine. Once we open the doors and you see those like weird blue floors again, very secret. So yes, I am Hope. I'm the wardrobe supervisor for our production cast. So all the costumes that our cast members wear on stage, I am in charge of cleaning and fixing. Our guest entertainers, I can also help out if their pants rip and they don't know how to sew. I'm happy to help them. I would rather them go on stage with whole pants than pants with holes. So yes, yes. So I'm going to talk about our theater out here a little bit. They're doing a tango dance class inside. So on our way through, you'll be able to learn some steps to tango. So our theater holds 1,100 people. So between both shows, that's why we do 2 shows per night. So about half the passengers can come for the first show and half can come for the second show. It works out perfectly. Our lighting technician, our sound technician, and Terry, who you just saw, our EPM, they run the shows from backstage. They have a comm system, so they'll be up in the booth, and then backstage in the actual wings of the theater, there will be anywhere from 1 to 4 technicians. They move things onto the stage, they take things off stage, and they make sure all of our performers are present and ready to do their jobs. So, yes. Any questions for me so far? Okay, we're gonna head through the theater. It's a bit of a hike to the dressing rooms, but once we get there, we'll take a break. I will talk more, and then we actually go inside the dressing rooms. So, follow me.
Aparte recuerde la pierna que usa. He have to wait, the men have to wait until the woman cross her feet in order to continue with the step. She said that you always have to put your foot, complete foot on the floor because you have to shift weight. You don't put only the metatarsal on the floor. Yes? Yeah. Knees together. That give you the chance to go up, and then the only thing you have to do is move the leg backwards. Huh? Ready? Okay, one more time, the number 8, and we're gonna teach you one more step, please, with your partner. Música, por favor, Leo. Un poquito de música. Okay. Everybody in position? Todos en posición? Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, go. One more time.
We're just gonna gather right here.
Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Сзади.
You can actually see that's the back corner of our stage right there. That's deck 5.
Это не следы такой.
Perfectly safe to stand on. It opens up this way. You have to use the hook and attach it and like crank it. So if you walk on it, you will be fine.
What's under there?
There's actually another deck down there, and then our prop storage is right below us. And then there's another door and deck, I think we're on 5. Yeah, so it goes down to deck 4, and they just lift things up and down. That's actually right above us is our mooring station. So when the ship is by the dock, by the pier, and it is moored, the mooring lines will come out, they attach them, and that holds the ship in place. So then when we leave, they crank the mooring lines back in, and it is very loud. Very, very loud, especially when I'm trying to sew. I have my music going, and all of a sudden I hear, I'm like, oh no, it has begun. It shakes it a little bit too, so that's just not fun entirely. But Yes, so welcome to the bitter end. You have made it. The bitter end is the technical term for this part of the ship. It's the end of the anchor chain right here. So I just think that's funny. When I saw it, I sent a picture to my mom. I was like, I made it, Mom, I'm at the bitter end. And she's like, okay. So yes, we are on deck 6 right now. We just went from deck 7. Our stage is on deck 5. It's actually right through those doors, but it's about a 15-foot drop, so we will not be going through those doors at this time. So our performers will actually take their costumes from the dressing rooms behind me, and they will set them up right backstage. So they don't run all the way up the stairs, have to change back here, and then run back onto the stage. They will just run right off stage in the wings, take off all their clothes, put on all of the new clothes, and run right back out. Sometimes they have 20 seconds or so to change, so very fast turnaround. So, any questions for me?
They have assistant to help them?
They do, yes. So I will be backstage for both of our production shows, helping to zip up, unzip, and handling any mishaps that may happen with costumes. And we also, for Band on the Run, we have 2 dressers. There are guys from different departments that come. This is their like side job on the ship. They go, they work for us, and then they go back to their respective jobs. So, yep. And they're lovely. They help, again, like zip, unzip. When it's especially rocky, the stage is very rough. It's the most forward part of the ship. So we have to sometimes hold their hips as they're trying to like put their pants on, that sort of thing. So yes, the dressers are lovely. They help me so much. So any additional questions? All right, so our dressing rooms are right behind this door. Like I said, no photos. It is very secret. So head through here.
Сейчас идем вверх. Сегодня эта экскурсия непростая получилась. Вверх-вниз, вверх-вниз. Ой! Куда нас ведут, хрен знает.
Una vez más, vamos en español. ¿Preparados? Del 1 al 5. Va. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cambia la dirección de la mujer. Pierna de adentro. Hace. 1, cambio. 2, cambio. 3, cambio. 4, la posiciono frente a mí y cierro por adelante. 6, 7 y 8. Muy bien. Okay. Now, I will make a review of what we did this class. Vamos a hacer un repaso de lo que hicimos en esta clase. Don't forget that we have here, I want to show you, we have in 3 different formats our class. If you would like to have, we have an instructional DVD, a beautiful flash drive with a penguin, and also another flash drive in order for you to get the class. If you would like, after the class, I will be selling this here. There are 7 different formats, okay?
2 minutes. I'm like, oh, I'm furiously doing it. So yes, yep. Depending on the rockiness, we do change the shows a little bit.
Это шоу.
All right, so just real quick, I'm going to talk about the stage, and then I will let you guys go on your way. So there's a couple automation things on stage. You saw in Band on the Run, the lifts. Those are programmed by our automation technician. She watches the stage, the performers stand in their place, and then she presses a button. They go up, she presses a button, and they go down, that sort of thing. There's also our point hoist, which is the cable, comes from the ceiling. Our flyers, our aerialists will attach their straps, whatever they're using, the lira, the circle thing, and they will go up, fly around, and then come back down. Our automation technician is in charge of that as well. There's just some features that we have on our stage that are interesting I like to point out. So, yes, I think that is all from me if there are no additional questions.
The lighting people, how they focus, are they practicing, do they practice beforehand where they are each going to keep moving around?
Yes, so our spot operators, they are, like they've done the shows a million times, so they know exactly how to track people as well. But our lighting is just programmed as part of the show, so people stand in the right spot, hopefully, and then the lighting just hits them correctly because that's how it is programmed to be. So, excellent question. All right, that is all from me. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
See you guys around.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes, absolutely.
I always wondered if it's one-time show, like during 14 days, one-time show, how do they come and when do they go from the ship?
Visit is going to end for today.
So the guest entertainers will fly into the ship and they perform their show, and then like halfway through leave the cruise and they just fly away. They're
Thank you very,
scheduled
very much
separately
for
from our
this
cabins.
morning. I hope you had a
So it's
beautiful
their own
time.
schedule.
I know that
No,
I
they
did.
wait till
I
they're
know
in
that all
port
of my
and then
fellow
send
crew
them
members
away.
did as well.
Even in Ushuaia, there's like a little
Captain, I
plane
do
for them.
apologize
So they'll
for
just
the
go to the
inconvenience.
airport.
If there is
So they just
anything else
disembark
we
with
can
all of
assist
their
you with,
luggage and
please
take a
do not
taxi.
hesitate. You know where to
Yeah. It'd be fun if they took a helicopter though. That would be neat. Yeah. That's how I would want to go.
They had an issue over there that I'm not allowed to disclose specifically what happened, yes. Okay? But then again, your photos are going to be available and you're going to be provided with a partial refund. All right? Yeah. This is yours.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Appreciate it. Thank you. Of course. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.